I don't know. I've still only seen Last Jedi once. I haven't gone to see it a second time yet. I don't. I'm waiting for it to come to the Lincoln, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
go see it again then.
I got that movie pass thing, you know.
Yeah.
That like, and I was planning on seeing Last Jedi last week,
Mm.
but I just couldn't bring myself to want to do it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
maybe I
Just.
should just leave it. Maybe I should just leave it at that, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to pay full price again. Like I know paying full price once was good enough for me,
Yeah.
but I don't want to wait a year and a half until it comes out to Blu-ray and then be like, oh, how do I feel about this part again? Or like, getting into certain things, like trying to remember certain parts. I don't want to wait
Yeah.
that long. So I'm like, yeah, I should probably watch it again before we have to wait until a home release. But yeah, I'm not gonna pay full price. I'll wait till it goes to the Lincoln.
Like, I ended up not going to see any movie that, but I honestly thought about going to the cheap seats and watching Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, I had so much fun at Thor Ragnarok. It was such a good movie. Off Ghost.
Like, if it wasn't for the fact that like Thor Ragnarok comes out like next month, I probably would have gone and seen it.
Shit, that's right. I forgot.
Oh, I looked it up. It comes out on like February 20th
Yeah.
on like on digital, which
Ah.
I'll definitely be getting it
Yeah.
that day. But yeah, I just can't really force myself to go and watch Star Wars again.
Yeah. I've watched The
And
Force Awakens 3 times since then, and I'm like, there is so much potential that just got pissed on.
yeah,
Like, I'm not angry about the movie as a whole. I'm angry about the missteps that were made. Like the way did you watch the Kevin Smith his reaction
I
to
did.
and like he's like
I
there's so
listened.
many fuck you JJ moments.
Yeah, it's like I can't remember all of it because I it's been a while since I watched it because it was like the day after that I did it.
Hmm.
But I know what you're talking about. I remember. Uh, to me, it was like we have not gotten the sequel to Force Awakens.
No, we
You know,
gotta.
that's whether you liked Last Jedi more or whatever. We didn't get a sequel to Force Awakens, and we haven't gotten the movie that's supposed to go before the Last Jedi.
Yeah.
They're two movies in different sets of trilogies. It feel like.
Yeah. I really hope that there's some things that are retconned in 9. Like that JJ's like, alright, fuck you Ryan moments are coming. um Real quick, Aaron Slizik in the chat says hey. So hey, what's up, buddy? And then Tex here says sup amigo. He's gonna be in the shower, but he's gonna listen, so get on tight.
Ugh,
I'm
sorry.
glad that, you know, you you're gonna be hearing our voices echoing off your bathroom wall.
Yeah,
Echo, echo,
but
echo. I'm pooping in
yeah, it's like
here.
I don't I don't like begrudge people for liking Last Jedi. I just
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna like be one of those people like, ooh, I'm gonna sign a petition
yeah. I mean, getting it ripped
or
from
like
from canon altogether. No, we
it's
would start with
fucking
the prequels
stupid.
to get that ripped from canon first. But God, it just people saying, "Oh, this isn't my Star Wars." Like no, it's still the same Star Wars. It's just not the way that we wanted it to go. It's
Yeah, it's like
I'm like I'm actually toying with the idea like watching the prequels again. Because I mean Logan doesn't remember any of them, so I'm having him watch them.
uh,
Um, and I'm kind of in that mode where I'm like, I wouldn't mind like rewriting the prequels just as like just for fun, almost
Yeah.
storyboarding them. Maybe
Uh,
like piece them together as a video or something, or like just kind of telling the
sure.
story with
Yeah.
just some visuals.
What I would have done,
Yeah, if
basically.
I wrote the prequels, this is how I would envision it. This is the
Yeah.
the B-Rye version of Star Wars episodes 1 through 3. Like keep the original trilogy the same. Everything else around it, we're gonna play with it a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, Rev's here. What's up, buddy? So you want to? I don't know, what do you want to do? We're on day 20. So we
I
have
want to
tonight
fix.
and the next day.
Yeah, I want to fix some of this shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the barbed wire down and
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we should probably do that.
so I'm
All right.
working on that right now.
Okay. I'm gonna climb
Yeah,
from
and
the inside.
I'm not gonna be like one of those idiots that oh, I'm gonna make a cut of The Last Jedi that doesn't have women. It's like, you're a fucking idiot.
That was retarded. I mean, like people are saying, like
It's
they're
like,
getting so upset because Star Wars has changed so much and there's so much more women and diversity and stuff in there, and it's pissing people off. Like, no, not really, because if you watch the prequels, I mean, it started as soon as Episode One. There were so many variances and stuff. It wasn't just starting with Force Awakens or Last Jedi. I mean, all for having like everyone represented in Star Wars because everyone deserves to love that franchise like we do. But fuck the Rose character. I did not have any interest in her story whatsoever. She's a useless character. Nothing against the actress, nothing against her. She was useless. I
yeah,
hated her. Not to go so far as a
but
Jar Jar Binks, but like, just why are you here? Why are you taking up
yeah,
space? Why do we care that you're even in this movie when we could
yeah,
see something else?
yeah. And I'm gonna say something kind of offensive right now,
Yeah.
but if you're gonna making like a cut that doesn't have any women in it, 'cause you're a little crybaby piss boy.
Mm,
I'm sorry, that's fucking gay.
yeah. Men only.
It's like,
Calling it
go to an all male.
Stardong.
Yeah, if that's what you like, just go to an all male strip club.
Yeah.
Go look at a bunch of dicks on the internet.
Hey,
I mean,
nothing,
it's
nothing.
just
There's nothing
stupid.
gay about looking at dicks on the internet. Sometimes you just want to compare. You want to evaluate what your situation is.
Yeah. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with being gay, but it's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. Like, oh, we made a cut without women.
Yeah.
It's like, do you watch E movies then if you can't have women in it?
I will say, doing that on either side is fucking retarded. But I can see where if someone took like something else like I don't know, Indiana Jones, or I don't know, just bad example, like some sort of other movie or franchise, and there was a woman that cut all the men out to make it pro women, it would get a better reception somehow, which is weird. It shouldn't work either way, but I guess it's just viewed as more acceptable. I don't know when neither should be. Equal rights, damn it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna take Star Trek and cut out all the aliens. You know, because
There you
fuck
go.
anybody that's not Homo sapien.
There you go.
Or I'm taking X-Men and taking out all the humans and just Homo superior only.
There you go.
What if you took Star Trek and had nothing but red shirts? It'd be a short Star Trek.
Yeah, what?
It'd just be nothing but ugh.
Although isn't like the red shirt thing like the original Star Trek thing.
Yeah, it's mainly original Star Trek. Although
Yeah,
there
'cause,
are
like
main characters that wear red shirts from time to time.
yeah, 'cause like Picard wore red shirt.
Yeah, he wore them sometimes.
I think he mostly wore red shirt.
I think he wore a lot of yellow and blue. Usually more yellow.
Picard?
Or
I
not
remember
Picard.
him mostly
No,
wearing
I
red.
meant Kirk.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, Kirk
Picard.
was all yellow.
Yeah, Picard mostly red.
That's what I'm saying. Like the whole red shirt thing is like original Star
I've
Trek thing.
I've never been big into Star Trek. Like, I mean, I did watch Next Generation just because I liked Worf and I liked Picard and
Yeah,
um, you know, who doesn't like Riker? I mean, man's a fucking god.
yeah,
The way he sits on chairs is amazing.
yeah.
But
Riker was a red shirt.
yeah, and he had a beard later on. Like at first he didn't, but then he grew into it. And I was like, fuck yeah, beards are awesome. But like, never really got into Star Trek all that much. But as far as going with the old Star Trek and like the later incarnations, like as far as Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, I'd have to say the whole Picard versus Kirk argument. I'm more of a Picard man.
Yeah.
I
I never got into Star Trek because of my dad.
Yeah.
Well, it was like when Star Trek came on, that was like our bedtime.
Mm.
But like my dad also got off work around that time, so it was like we had to like he'd want to see us, so we kind of like start going to sleep, you know. Yeah, it's like all right, you guys like you could just like lay down, close your eyes, and then when Star Trek's over, you'll go to bed, you know, that type of thing.
Mm.
But if we were watching the show and not trying to go to sleep, we'd get in trouble. so so it's like I fucking hated Star Trek for the
Yeah.
longest time because of that.
Through negative reinforcement.
Yeah,
If it
that's
was,
the same
hey,
reason
if you
why.
watch it, you get to stay up.
It's the same reason why I didn't like John Wayne movies,
Ah.
because like when I was little, I wanted to go outside and play, and I get in trouble. And Dad would make me sit in the living room and do nothing, and he'd just watch a John Wayne movie. And it's like, God damn it, I want to be outside. I want to go play, like toys and shit.
Yeah.
You know.
There was only like one or two John Wayne movies I liked, whereas like all the other ones I was like, when I was a kid. Now I have an appreciation for him more than I used to. But
Yeah.
like it was McQuintock, since it was funny, like it was more of a comedy. I liked
Yeah.
that one as a kid, and then shit, The Quiet Man, where he's an American boxer that lives in Ireland because didn't escape, but he moved to Ireland because he accidentally killed a guy in the ring, and he's trying to escape like the pressures of like people knowing that he killed someone in the ring, stuff like that. But he falls for a girl there, and he has to like follow their customs, and like there's this whole dating ritual, and her brother won't let him date her or whatever, so they end up fighting like for like 10 minutes straight, going through the whole town. It's fucking cool. I like that movie.
Like I'm sure if I like tried to give it like a fair shake now, I'd probably have a more of an appreciation for it.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, like,
you know, when you get that like negative like connotation to those things, you know,
oh yeah, when you have it
takes a
connected to
while.
memories where you're like,
It's like when you eat like a particular food and you get sick and you throw up.
mm-hmm.
Like you don't want that food for a while.
No.
It's like ramen. Like if you get sick eating ramen and you throw up ramen,
Yeah, you don't want
you don't
ramen
want
for a
ramen.
long time.
Yeah. Ramen's like the worst to get sick on
Mm.
because it comes out exactly how it was going in.
It's ropey. It's ropey.
Yeah.
I was thinking how we used to do, or I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but we did. movie reviews and stuff as things came out.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't mind getting back into those again because those are
I
pretty.
wouldn't either,
Those are
but we got to go see movies.
yeah.
Is the
That's
thing.
that's the thing. Yeah. I mean, we didn't do one for Last Jedi because we were kind of I don't know taken
Well,
aback by what we've seen, and we just
it's more like the holidays.
yeah
We were
that
so
too.
busy with all the other things.
But I was thinking it was like a new segment of things is we figure out certain movies that I've seen that you haven't, and vice versa, where you know you're like, oh, this is this movie. I watched it when I was a kid. Like you haven't seen it, so let's sit down and watch it. Like, what's your impression? Seeing that after so long, and then what's my impression for seeing it the first time as an adult? Like,
I wouldn't. I wouldn't mind doing like stuff on Netflix.
yeah. Well, I mean, like,
That way
just
you like get us through like a backlog of our Netflix stuff.
yeah, true.
I
I
have to
still, I
force
still haven't,
myself to watch things on Netflix.
I still haven't finished Westworld.
Oh, Westworld's so good.
I know. I'm like, it's getting in that mode of like, you know, sitting there and watching it, but like I don't know, I can't bring it up. Especially like
Yeah.
I was going to do it. I was going to tell Logan like, hey, why don't you go out in the other room and play PS3 on the other TV and I'm gonna watch something. But then we saw
Yeah.
Kindergarten Cop was on there on HBO. And they're like, hey, you haven't seen Kindergarten Cop, have you? And he goes, no. And I'm like, all right, here we go.
But
he's
like,
ser- he's seriously wondering if like I'm on an Arnold kick right now because I've had him watch Predator, Terminator 1 and 2, Jingle All the Way, um, fucking Kindergarten Cop, and I think there was something else I had him watch too. He's like, this guy is everywhere. I'm like, yeah, well, he used to be a really big action star when I was growing up.
yeah. Like, I just started watching Godless on Netflix.
How's that been?
I'm only 2 episodes in, but I like what I'm watching so far.
That's
It's
cool.
very interesting.
Tasha said she started
And like,
watching The Magicians, and she said it was had the gratuitous sex in it. It was just kind of weird. Like, yeah, but
Magicians?
gratuitous sex. Yeah, The
Really?
Magicians. Yeah. She said they has guy on guy, like not like full frontal or anything, but like you do see boobs and stuff. That's got girl on girl. They got threesomes in there.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like so it's magicians, but with
I
like
could have
Game
sworn
of
that was
Thrones
like,
style sex. Like,
could have sworn that was a sci-fi show.
oh, I haven't watched it yet. I just,
Huh.
but yeah, she said it was worth a shot looking at. 'Cause she actually stayed up watching 8 episodes in a row,
Hmm.
something like that. So she said it was fairly decent.
Interesting.
Mm. Did you ever get through all the episodes of iZombie?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about where they're leading to?
I'm interested to see where it goes.
Same. Like
I
the
still
way.
don't like that one guy's character or
Yeah.
how they handle his character, but
Yeah. I do like how they got pumped up to like go attack the or to go free Donnie.
uh,
Like her and him in the car, and they're like bash each other's heads into the dashboard to like get zombied up, get amped up.
yeah.
So that was kind of cool.
It just kind of bugged me though. It's like everything that guy's done, they just kind of like ignored it now.
Yeah. Which was like the whole plot of like when he lost his memory. He's still the same person. Oh, but he's not. He's different. And he's like, yeah, I'm faking. I
Yeah.
remember.
It's just
Oh. And the cooking videos I was talking about doing? I'm thinking about
uh,
scaling those down a little bit
yeah.
and just making like still themed, But like just having one thing per video.
You know what you should do? You should like look up like those like online like recipe things where it's like quick like 30-second snippets that just like give people like the idea of how to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Just an idea.
Yeah. I was thinking like everything from like just good snacks that you can piece together cheap and easy and quick. Like
Yeah.
especially finger foods if you're playing video games, for instance, you know?
Yeah.
Um, or even just like certain themed things like, oh, here's Fallout 4. Here's how to make a Fallout 4 rad roach steak, but you know,
Yeah.
it's really just regular steak.
Yeah.
I really do. The one thing I really do want to do, is do a jerky video because
Yeah.
I'm about to make some more jerky. It's been a bit.
Because I like to cook, but I don't like to clean.
Yeah, the afterwards part of the cooking is real shitty.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right.
Oh.
Back to the TV show thing. I also started watching Sherlock.
Hmm.
It's not like a Netflix show, but it's on Netflix.
Talking about
And it
the
has
Benedict Cumberbatch
yeah,
one? Yeah. That one's pretty
yeah,
decent.
yeah. I was actually kind of surprised. I don't know what I was expecting
Mm-hmm.
with it, but I was like really hesitant to give it a try because like it's like season 1, episode 1, hour and a half. You're like, what the fuck? I didn't know if it was like a bunch of like mini episodes put into one thing or what.
Mm.
When I finally watched it, I was like, wow, that's really good.
And usually, like, modern interpretations of certain things suck dick, but like they actually pull it off pretty well. Where it's like, 'cause I mean, like the whole point of like Sherlock was he was so forward thinking, like, oh, we didn't think of taking fingerprints, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Whereas they present it in such a way now, it's like, oh, he's thinking like so much further above everyone else, even though technology is caught up, you know. So like even the way they present it is pretty cool, where it doesn't make him
yeah,
seem less knowledgeable, but it's also more character driven too, which is kind of cool.
yeah,
Get into his obsessions more.
yeah.
Uh,
I just watched I guess you could call it first episode, even though it's like the length of a movie.
yeah.
But I really enjoyed it.
mm. Tech says he's back. He's asking what we're talking about. We're talking about, I don't know, right at the moment, Sherlock with Benedict
We're talking about a lot
Cumberbatch.
of things.
Yeah, but we're going over Star Wars. We're going over, you know, catching up movies on Netflix. And then the future videos that we're kind of spitballing, I guess.
Yeah.
Right, no more barbed
But
wire.
on this side,
Well, I started over there. Um, let's see. You already got
I'm
this
gonna
one?
take,
Cool.
I'm gonna take a peek.
I'm gonna run along the edge.
Like, well, Jeff Daniels is the guy in Dumb and Dumber, right?
Yeah.
I keep getting him and
Oh!
Jeff Bridges mixed up sometimes. Just the names because they're both Jeffs.
True.
But
As,
anyways, Jeff Daniels is in it. He plays a bad guy
and what? He plays bad guy in what?
in Godless.
Oh, okay. I think I've only seen him be a bad guy in one thing.
I didn't even think I could. I know what. I don't even know what that was, to be honest.
It was, shoot, I want to say it was a... No, it was a Clint Eastwood movie. Yeah. Bloodwork or something like that. Spoilers, but I mean, if you haven't seen Bloodwork in the past 20 years, I don't think
I
you
don't
would
even know.
see it tomorrow.
I don't even know if I heard of it, to be honest.
It's like a... I don't know. he's not quite Dirty Harry in that movie, but he's like an aging
He's
cop.
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, he's Clint Eastwood basically.
Yeah.
Text says be right back. All right.
Yeah, Godless is like 6, maybe 8 episodes. I don't know which. It's really short. But they're like hour 20-minute long episodes, basically.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I was gonna check and see. So I watched an episode or two of Castlevania again.
You haven't finished it?
No. I've watched it 3 times now. My fourth
Oh,
time.
okay.
It's so good.
Gotcha.
I love it.
It's real good.
Yeah. I was gonna see if they had a listing for season 2 yet.
Down it. I don't even know if they've even started
Well, they already
season
confirmed
2.
that they were going to start a new one. They're gonna have
Oh
a
yeah,
season 2, but um,
but they did so few of it because they weren't sure.
yeah.
And then when it did well, they're like, okay, yeah, season 2.
Hmm.
So I don't even know if they've started production on it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm sure they have it written and storyboarded or whatever, but yeah, the actual animation probably hasn't. Let's see. 2 seasons of the show have been planned, with the first season of 4 30-minute episodes released July 7th last year. The second season will be 8 episodes long and is planned for a 2018 release. So it is this year that they've been talking about.
But don't even have release date yet.
No actual release date, but
Yeah.
projected 2018. So probably like third, fourth quarter.
Yeah. And then Game of Thrones not coming out till next year.
Game of Thrones not till next year kills me. I'm like, oh, I knew it was coming, but still,
Yeah.
I wanted to live in denial just a little bit longer before hearing that.
Yeah. I'd like to do another video on it, but I want to wait till like I'm sure they'll have like a teaser at San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, they'll have something leading up to it that'll
Yeah, I
tie
want to
into
like,
it.
but they may even just like release something that's like just says, "Oh, Game of Thrones, here's a release date, and here's like these lines that were from past seasons," type thing.
Yeah.
Like they
Once
did
it's like,
last time.
I think we should do a video, yeah, where we're like,
But we'll do a
we
video then, and
we give our reaction of whatever they release, whether it's a trailer or photos or something, and then we'll make some more predictions, like update them, revisit them, and
yeah,
then kind of go over like our favorite moments, our least favorite moments of just overall, I guess.
yeah, sure,
Be kind of fun.
yeah. But I want to wait till like we get something more to talk about.
True.
It's like I'd almost have to like rewatch to say new things about it, you know?
Mm.
So I'd rather like have a reason to talk about it than just almost repeating same things over and over again.
Oh yeah. Oop. There's no ledge over here. Okay.
I'm taking the wall spikes off since they did not help at all.
No, I kind of helped them climb up. That was my bad.
It didn't kind of, it absolutely helped. I thought it would have been a great idea too, but
Yeah.
zombie logic.
Trial and error.
Yeah. Surprised we have not had
A single zombie yet?
yeah, horde come up on us and nothing.
Sometimes the angles on these blocks are kind of weird. Sometimes
Yeah.
you're hitting them just right, and other times like you're hitting something else completely, even though you're aiming right at it.
Yeah.
Oop.
I'd like to record some like video on Xbox one of these days too.
Yeah, it'd be fun to do
Cause
that.
I got PUBG and Cuphead is fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, doing an actual playthrough on Cuphead would be fun again.
Yeah, and like don't even have to like edit them to make them look good. Just like record it and just put that up.
We can follow the Game Grumps formula of just record for 15 minutes and then cut it off where you're at, you know? Find a stopping point within 15 minutes and you're good. Keep everything in between. I'm not trying to copy that, but like similar to that format is...
I mean, just like record for like I don't know an hour or whatever,
Oh, split it up in
and just
between
put
there.
that up, and just put that up like unedited.
Okay.
Like since like we'd only really like stream to Mixer on Xbox. I mean, we could stream on YouTube, but we'd have to like go through that whole hassle of hooking up the game capture and then streaming from that. And that's just another thing we'd have to rely on, and it's just a little bit easier just to rely on recording and then
Yeah.
because like we've had a few problems just streaming directly to YouTube just off of this,
Mm,
but we've never really had problems recording.
no.
We've never really lost anything just straight up recording, so wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't
Like I
mind...
said, I got PUBG also.
True.
That game's gonna take a while to get. I wish you had an Xbox so we could play, so we could like chirp at each other through it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to figure it out. It's just like the whole looting
Oh,
bodies thing
oh,
is
oh.
kind of wonky, and hard, and ridiculous.
Yeah, it seems... I don't know. You can definitely tell that there's a difference in between the console version and the PC version.
Yeah. Well, it's like with Fortnite. You just kill somebody and all their loot just gets spread out on the ground.
Mm,
And you just press like one button and you pick it all up, right?
yeah.
And like PUBG, you kill a body, you kill someone, and all their stuff gets put in like a suitcase, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta like search through the suitcase, find what you want, and then press a button on there to get it switched over. And it's a little bit of a hassle, especially when you're in combat and all that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I played a few matches, I've gotten a few kills, but like once I start looting a body to get more than just a pistol, that's when like somebody comes up and shoots me while I'm looting.
True. There's always dicks like that. Ah, I'm taking trap damage. Motherfucker.
I mean, I would do it.
Mm. Texas. Why are people so stupid these days? Some kids on Friday had a party where they were all saying fuck all N-words, and some person was dumb enough to record it and show her own face and spread. Uh, oh, and it spread. Laughing my ass off. The punishment is the best. Yeah, some people are just ignorant. They they mistake free speech for say whatever the fuck you want just for the sake of it.
My
You
mic
know.
cut out. I didn't catch what happened.
He said that some kids on Friday had a party and they were all saying fuck all N-words, and someone recorded it and put it all over, and it had their face all over it.
Oh yeah, that's a bunch
Yeah,
of idiots.
you gotta watch who you're associating with. You don't want to be caught up in the wrong fucking idiot crowd, you
Yeah.
know?
I'm gonna guess like if they're kids, like I don't know how old these kids are, but I'm assuming that they're not really racist. They're just saying something really stupid because they think it's edgy.
Yeah. Fuck being politically correct. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want.
I hate the whole like
I'm suspended from
PC thing.
school. Why? I lost my
Like
scholarship. Why?
And it's like, I just don't see what's so hard about not being a dick.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, you could be an asshole. Just be an appropriate asshole.
it's like this one guy I know. He
You
was
talking
just
about
like
me?
going on. I'm like, no, I don't want to say how I know this person,
Yeah.
just because of who might see this. Like, I'm not worried that the person that I'm talking about will see this. I'm worried that that knows this person,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
But he was like, we were talking about something, and then like, he just like went on a tangent about like transgender people. Like, it's like, oh, call it. Seems like you can be whatever you want to be nowadays, and it's like, why do you give a shit if like a guy like chose to be a girl
Yeah.
or whatever, or vice versa? It's like, why does it hurt you to just like actually say what they want to be called by? I
Hmm.
don't understand that at all.
All it is just your appearance on the outside. Like, why do people grow
Yeah.
facial hair? Why do people dye their hair? Because
Uh,
they wanna feel better about themselves on the outside by changing their appearance to like kind of match how they feel on the inside.
yeah.
You know, on the inside
But
I
it's
feel
like,
like I'm a lumberjack. Hence why I grow a beard. You know, if you feel like a
yeah,
pretty woman on the inside, you're gonna want to change your outside appearance to kind of match how you feel on the inside. You feel more
yeah.
complete. You feel like you're not kidding yourself. Tech
But it
says,
just,
nice, 0 views and 16 comments. Yeah, I'm not sure
yeah,
why people aren't showing up in the thing. But yeah,
yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
But it's just like, I don't know, why does it hurt you to take like the minuscule effort it takes to just say a different word,
Hmm.
you know? Instead of like, oh, this person's Paul and he wants it to be you to say like Jennifer or refer to them as a she. You know, what
Yeah.
what why are you wasting your effort going through a process of calling them something else?
The only thing that I'm not okay with is how people get so angry so fast when if I mean like for instance like you've seen older women that kind of look like men that you're like, "Oh, yes, sir." They're like, "I'm a ma'am." And you're like, "Oh shit. Sorry." You know, you look kind of masculine. I'm sorry about that. Same thing with there are certain ones that are transitioning that it's not obvious yet. So
Sure, I think there needs to be like,
you're going
I
with
think,
whatever you see in front of you. So if you say, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am," or "I'm sorry, sir," or
oops,
whatever, and they're like, "I'm actually a male," or "I'm actually feeling like," well, you don't have to get so angry with me. I'm trying to, be accommodating and understanding. Don't, jump all over me because it's not readily apparent that you identify on the inside as something else. Let me correct that by saying I'm sorry. Let me correct it by for now saying, that you're male or female. Educate me. Don't get mad at me immediately.
yes, yeah. Oh yeah, there definitely needs to be a recognition, or I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but recognize. Is that a word I'm trying to use? I'm so like
Um,
out of it kind of right now because of
I
medicine.
I get what you're saying. I don't know what the other word is for it.
Trying to like recognize
Recollection.
like, yes, of like, of between people that are just generally mistaken, not being like an asshole, they just didn't realize, and the people are intentionally being assholes about it.
Yeah. It's like I work in a place where I come across quite a few people that are transitioning on a daily basis. You know, some of them are
Yeah,
obvious because you can tell they're growing their hair out, or that they're wearing those shirts that press down boobs because they haven't gotten them removed yet, or whatever. Like there's
yeah,
certain things that you can readily identify and be like, oh, they're transitioning. You can tell.
yeah,
Others are not so simple. Either they just started yesterday and things haven't taken effect yet, or it's just an identifying thing, but they're not changing anything physical. And, you know, mistakes are made. You know, sometimes you call
Yeah.
people by the wrong name, you know. You just
Uh,
you just don't know until they let you know. And it's not your fault if you can't identify that person immediately. But once they
yeah.
do make that knowledge known, oh, I identify as this, or my name is this, or whatever, then
Yeah.
then you should go, oh, I'm sorry. Let me educate myself in that. So that way the next time that we talk or meet or whatever, hopefully I'm going to remember that and I don't offend you next time. But don't get offended right off the bat just because I couldn't
Yeah.
guess that that's what was going on.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're both on the same page. Like, there needs to be like
Yeah.
an understanding that there's just that there's got to be a learning that there's going to be a learning process. Some people aren't going to be hip to what's going on immediately,
Hmm.
and there's got to be understanding with that. Between there's a difference between that person who mistakenly doesn't refer to a person by the right adjective or whatever,
Hmm.
and the person who knows what the right adjective is. They just refuse to do it.
Right.
There's differences between those two people.
Hmm.
But I also think like those people who are getting real offensive, you know, just going to make a shot in the dark guess here, but maybe. And I'm not saying that you're an asshole at all. I'm just saying that
Oh, I know I'm an asshole.
they're
I'm just your type of asshole.
sure, but like these people, like this person or whatever, has is that defensive because that's the way they've been treated,
Mm.
and they're so used to not being, they're so used to meeting that other person who's, purposely being the asshole.
Yeah.
That's what they're conditioned to. Not saying it's true or anything, or that makes your argument go away or less valid, but
Hmm.
hey, B-Rye, come check this out.
What's up?
Look at me.
Oh, I forgot to track you on here. Oh, there you are. You're sneaking underneath.
This is dangerous mining.
Ooh. It's gonna squish you if you're not careful.
Yeah. But it's like, I mean, I know it's kind of weird to say this, but Wyoming, we have like a famous transvestite.
We do?
um, yeah. Um, her name's, I think it's Sissy, I want to say.
Hmm. Like famous
But I
here
don't know.
in our town or just Wyoming in general?
Wyoming in general.
Hmm.
But I want to say she lives in Casper. That's at least where I knew her from. I don't know if
Okay.
it's where she still lives. But it's
Oop.
basically just a guy.
Oh, you cut out there. Did your headset die? I think his headset died. Maybe we still got internet connection. I guess while he's getting that.
All right, I'm back. I got plugged up now.
Oh, okay. That's why I figured what happened. Your headset probably
All
died.
right, so anyways, it's basically a guy in a dress, and when I know her was up in Casper, I don't know if that's where she still is, but she's just kind of famous because I mean it's Wyoming, it's a small fucking state.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Well,
it's a
it's a
big state, small
big state, but
population.
yeah,
One of the
I mean like
smallest populations.
yeah, and like tons of other places, it doesn't even get noticed, but
Mm.
Wyoming it does. But it's like, oh shit, Mike. kind of forgot where I was heading, but like there was like
Oh, that we have a famous transvestite.
yeah, like there was kind of like big news because I don't want to say like I'm not going to say someone's name just because I don't know if that's actually who said it,
Hmm.
but it was like one of the politicians in the state of Wyoming like referred to that person was like because she got beat up at a bar, and then like one of the politicians kind of just basically came out and said that like well you should go into a bar like that and not
Oh,
expect something like that to happen.
like it was her fault, or whatever.
Yeah, like it was her fault. It was like,
Jesus.
and if you knew this person, you know that they're not going in there to hit on people. That's just how they're comfortable
They're just
in
being
life,
them. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like this politician knew this person, but and still said that shitty thing.
Just
And
saying
it's like
ignorant shit to say ignorant shit.
basically a bit, and I'm just like, even if I just don't understand like why that is your thought process. Why,
I
you
don't
know,
know. You're real.
why can't you just live and let live type
Yeah.
thing?
Be
It's like why
accepting
you
of
gotta
people.
be.
It doesn't have to be
There's
your
like,
lifestyle. Just acknowledge that that's someone
yeah,
else's lifestyle.
yeah. Nobody's forcing you to do this, but
I'm not gonna fuck trees, but if someone wants to fuck trees, hey, more power to them. I'm not gonna get in the
yeah,
way of it.
yeah. Just
Just
don't do it
don't.
on my front yard.
I was gonna say, just don't fuck my trees. Those are my trees to do what I with, do whatever what I wish with. Real quick, what's up, Rockstar Gamer 5 or Rockstar 530 Gamer? He says, "Can I play?" Actually, this is just a two-man map right now. We're building up our base in preparation of the third, seventh day. So we are gonna have. I'm not sure at what point. It could be 2 weeks out. It could be 3 weeks out. A month. But at some point, we're gonna have a play with subs night on 7 days. I
Yeah.
don't know if we'll make a game mode out of it or just free for all survive or team building, whatever. But we'll have fun some way or one other. So I mean, if you wanna stay tuned, because we do a lot of these 7 days videos. So if you wanna
Yeah.
stay tuned, we'll let y'all know when that's gonna start. But
Yeah.
I
We're
appreciate
also
the
not gonna be playing
enthusiasm.
that long.
Oh yeah,
We're not gonna be playing for a
you got
whole
about
long time tonight.
30 more minutes, I think.
Yeah, 30, 45 minutes somewhere in there.
Okay. Oh, and Rockstar just followed. Thanks, buddy. Oops. Get back up there.
Yeah, we also gotta like figure out. We may not play this game with everyone. We may do something like I'm thinking something like a Jackbox game, something that like people could play on their phones.
Yeah.
Just because we don't have like a huge following, and that's something that like a lot of people would be able to play.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it seems like Jackbox would have to get a lot more people in. But whereas, like, if we do like one night a week, we just do like a quick sub night or not one night a week, but like one night a month or something. We do a sub night in like 7 days. And it's just whoever shows up, we're just building bases, killing zombies, that kind of
Well, I think
shit.
Jackbox would be easier because they wouldn't even have to own the game
Oh,
with
true.
that. They would just need a they would just need like a smartphone or a computer with that.
That's true. I mean, we can try both.
Yeah,
Like one night we'll
yeah,
do Jackbox, when we'll have to limit ourselves to it.
yeah. Just
But
give us like a trial run and like because even though we don't know how many people are gonna play with us, we're like, all right, it's sub night, and then like two people show up,
true.
and it's like,
I think Rev just said that he had bought the game. Um,
yeah,
and I mean, Rockstar says he's got it too, so as long as he knows that we're on PS4. But
Hey, can you watch my back real quick? I'm gonna fix my headset and all that shit real quick.
yeah, yeah. While you do that, I'm gonna address some more comments because there's been a bunch I've been missing.
Right.
So let's see. Tech said, "Don't fuck my trees." Hashtag don't fuck my tree. Oh, actually, you know what? We can make a shirt like that. Hell yeah. I'm gonna write that down. Don't fuck my trees. um, let's see what else has been. And sorry for missing everybody's comments here and there. It's just been um, a very in-depth discussive episode this time. But Tech asks, "What's the scariest thing that has happened to you?" Scariest thing that's happened to me? Getting shot at was probably the scariest thing. um, yeah.
For me, it was almost getting shot at.
Hey, there we go. Oh, I will say I'll narrow it down. My scariest moment in Iraq was we were at the refuel station, which in Iraq the way they, at least at Kirkuk Air Base, they had these huge bladders filled with fuel. I don't know what the science is behind it, why they keep fuel like that, but they keep it out in the open in a ditch, in like almost like a big huge water balloon kind of thing, and they pump it from there. Um, and we're sitting there, we're fueling up our trucks, and all of a sudden, alarm ride kicks off. We're right in the middle of a fucking mortar attack. And we rush over to this little sand bunker that they just have sandbags and some concrete and shit built up on. And we're sitting here looking at the guys that work there, like they're stationed to that particular area on the base. I'm like, if one of those mortars hits one of those big giant ass bladders, is this fucking little concrete bunker gonna do anything for us? And he goes, yeah, we're pretty much just fucked. It don't, there's not, it's gasoline, like it's not gasoline, it's diesel, and
Yeah, fuel.
yeah, it's fuel. It's gonna splash everywhere and burn everything. We're fucked, dude. I'm like, all right, so light them up. He's like, yeah, light them up if you got 'em. So that was my scariest moment. We were in there for about 45 minutes, I think. Um, Luckily, none of the mortars hit too close to where we were at, which is good. I was very thankful for that. I definitely had a little bit of piss running down my leg a couple times though. So my scariest moment.
Come check this shit out, B-Rye.
Yo,
Check this rock out.
oh my God, are you like just taking out the whole bottom part of it except for
Taking out
like
the bottom because
one little tiny piece?
I'm taking out the bottom of it so that way it'll just because we can get it out of the way and start putting more spikes out.
Oh yeah, you just got a little
And
toothpick
taking out the
going.
bottom's easiest. Yeah, but surprise hasn't collapsed yet. It will
Oh
collapse
man,
at some point.
yeah. The only thing is you're gonna have to reach in there to get it. Just back up as
No,
soon as you can to.
I don't have to reach in. I can just
No?
do the outside.
Okay.
It'll go here shortly.
Oh, I see. Okay. I thought you just like you were like doing the crust first and then working into the middle. So I thought the middle was the
No,
last piece.
no. Anyways, my scariest moment.
Hmm.
Um, here in Cheyenne, we have community college here, and I was doing that, and they have like a rodeo school, basically.
Yeah.
And like one of the days, I was like going to I think it was a soccer game, and I noticed that there was like a cow in the middle of the road, like one of the cows had gotten out.
Hmm.
So I was like, okay, I should probably tell somebody, and so I'm like driving around to where I can go inside the campus, and so I call it campus security, and then they call whoever, right?
Mm.
So I'm driving around and I see a cop that's like, so I was like, oh, I'll just go talk to him. I didn't realize that he had pulled someone over, in the campus parking lot. There he goes.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyway, as I didn't realize he had pulled someone over, so I went to talk to him,
Oh, you startle him?
and oh yeah, I startled him. He pulled
Oh,
his gun on me. He pulled his gun on me.
Jesus.
You know, I had me put my hands up and everything like that. Like that scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And it's like I still wonder to this day, like, because like, what would have happened if like,
You sneezed. Achoo! Pow!
you know, if I was, I mean, we'll say not white
Yeah.
for one, or two, like, what I wanted to do was like jump back into my car, you know, to
Oh, so it looks like
get behind something,
you're fleeing the
you
scene.
know. Well, not playing the scene, just like
Yeah.
protecting, shielding myself basically from this guy who has a gun.
But he might think that you're getting a gun. Or, lead to something like that. Ugh, too
Yeah,
many
but it just
scary possibilities.
yeah, but it just made me think, you know, it's like how many times have like somebody just like not reacted the correct way,
Oh, plenty.
you know, and that, and that cost them their lives basically, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like they weren't like doing anything wrong, they just didn't act, they just didn't do what they were supposed to do. I don't
What
know.
happens to both parties in that fraction of a second that
Yeah.
you're just trying to, I mean, like, as the innocent, or not, I should say innocent party, as the non-cop party, the one that doesn't have the gun, you just see that you have a gun pulled on you. It's fight or flight, sometimes with that reaction. You just
Oh.
can't process, oh, authority, you just, this guy's threatening my life.
Yeah.
You mean no harm. They don't know that you don't mean harm. And then the same thing in
Yeah.
their mind is I have to stand my ground. Also, if they do get me, now they have access to everything that's on my belt. As far
Yeah.
as my weapon, my ammunition, who are they going to use that against after they kill me? Maybe I have to
Yeah.
kill them first.
Yeah.
All this is just happening in the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
So it's scary shit, man.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? It's like, how many times have we seen like an unarmed person got shot,
Hmm.
and it could have just been something as simple as like they got freaked the fuck out and did something that, you know,
It was construed
wasn't.
as threatening.
Yeah, and it's like, man, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And like, this guy was a piece of shit. He's like, you remember when we were like going to Flying J and I got pulled over and the cop like put me in his front seat to show me that my driver's license light was not bright enough or some shit. Do you remember that?
Vaguely,
Like he
yeah.
thought I was like driving drunk or some shit. That was the same cop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And it was like, yeah, it was that cop. But it was just like, I mean, I know that like it's really suspicious that someone would pull up to you while you got someone pulled over. But also, you gotta think rationally about that shit. This is Cheyenne, Wyoming,
Hmm.
and it's on a college campus. Do you really think that this is something that they got set up to kill a cop or whatever? Or is it more likely something really innocent going on?
Yeah. I
But I
think
mean, this guy just went straight to he had his gun pulled on me.
0 to 11. Like just
Yeah.
he thought he
I
was
mean,
in
this
Die
isn't like,
Hard.
I mean, we're not in like, this isn't like
This isn't L.A.
New York City, Chicago, LA, in like a bad neighborhood. This is Cheyenne, Wyoming, on a college campus.
Yeah. The most you're gonna find is probably some weed. That's it.
Yeah,
And meth. Yeah, well, probably a lot of meth.
yeah. I mean, this is like 10 years ago, you know? I mean, you had just left for basic, I think.
Yeah, it was 2005.
So this is a long time ago. This wasn't like recently, you know, where we've had like a few
Oh yeah.
shootouts with cops. It was back then where,
Sorry, that reminds
yeah,
me. Our most awesome smoke break ever when we were sitting on the front of my porch. This is back when both you and I were still smokers,
yeah.
and we just
Cigarettes,
yeah,
by the way.
yeah, cigarettes. But we're out there on my front porch, and it's super quiet. All of a sudden, whoosh, this car goes like blazing past my house, and we're like, "What the fuck?" And then right behind him, boom, there was a cop car. We're like, "What the fuck was that?" Like, wow, it's a high-speed chase in my neighborhood. Like, and this is like a neighborhood where the houses were built in the 50s, and some of the people that are my neighbors are the original owners of these houses, you know?
Yeah,
Um, it's a quiet little neighborhood. And yeah,
yeah.
they've had a fucking high-speed chase through the neighborhood, and then he ended up crashing his car into the fucking house up the street. I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit, we saw that shit go down. We didn't see the impact of the house, but
Yeah.
we saw him chasing him. Sorry, that just reminded me of that. I was like,
Yeah.
memories.
Yeah, I just like I don't know if that guy is still a cop in it, but goddamn, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Oof. So I hope he's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I got nothing against cops. There's a lot of people in my family that are either were cops or, you know,
Yeah. Well, I'm
but
basically like a step away from being a cop. You know, I don't have anything against cops, but
yeah, I mean, your dad was a
my whole
cop,
thing is, yeah, my dad
and
was a cop.
and
Your dad,
my dad was a cop, and
yeah,
for a while I was a cop for, you know, in
yeah,
the military,
yeah.
and
But there's just some people who should not be cops, and that guy
yeah.
was one of them.
Mm.
It's like a few bad apples, like just I don't think for you, like a few pieces of shit, just like ruin it for everyone.
Oh yeah. I mean, you got to look at it like any other job, like just like Walmart. There's people that actually do care that work there, and then there's just
Yeah,
pieces of shit that are just sitting collecting a paycheck, and they don't fucking care. They're like, yeah, you might fire me, but I'll go work at Kmart next week. I don't care, you know.
yeah,
I'll collect a welfare check, whatever, you know, or you know, I'll just go back to my parents' house, you know,
mm,
or you know, fucking I'll go work at the gas station or something, you know, like they just don't care. And it's
oh yeah,
like, you know, with any job, like even like even like the place that I work at, even though it's like a high profile kind of place, like if you're not on your game and you're not doing your best, it looks bad on the organization, and the organization ain't gonna stand for that. So
yeah,
you're gonna get shit canned, but some people just don't fucking care.
yeah.
You
It,
try to weed them out best you can, but those fuckers still exist.
yeah, I just have like a problem with like
People that
just like
abuse their authority or feel like they're above
yeah,
people because of what their name badge says, you know,
yeah,
whether it's a
yeah,
badge or a title.
yeah. 'Cause I don't get like I don't get like blind like hatred of those people. I don't get like the blind support either. It's
Mm.
like you gotta look at each case separately as its own thing and go from there.
So I think the only profession where it isn't just a mix of good and bad, it's all bad, is politicians. Fuck every single one of them.
Yeah, yeah,
Everything else, though, it's
But it,
50-50 pretty much.
yeah. But it's like I don't like people understand that like there's like a life and death like risk to other people like doctors, so they hold them to like higher standards.
Hmm.
But some people just don't do that with cops. That's what infuriates me.
Yeah.
They
It's
don't,
like these are
they
people that
don't,
guard you while you sleep.
yeah, they don't. It's like they need to be set to a higher standard than it's the way some people set them.
Well, it's like that's why you get so many people. Like they're so understaffed in most populated areas, and that's why you get so many shitbags. Is because the ones that are good are getting better offers elsewhere in private security, and getting paid that money because they're not a piece of shit, and because they will apply themselves at the job. And
Yeah,
then the city and the states can't hire decent people, so they're like, well, I guess we'll take shithead here. Sure, he's shot 3 people, and he's got a racism problem, but I mean, at least he'll maybe show up for work. Sometimes not drunk.
yeah,
I mean, not saying everybody that works, that's a cop in the city, is that, but like, it does happen. I mean, even in the military, like,
yeah,
there's tons of people I met in the military where I'm like, how the fuck are you? Number one, how in the fuck did you get in, and how the fuck are you still in? You know,
yeah,
how have you not get kicked out by now?
yeah.
I don't know. Half the time it's just all on who you know as well.
Yeah. How I
Um,
got my job.
you got the inside track.
Yeah. And it's
Um,
like I joke around about that, but it's partly because I know you and who your dad is because he hired me, but I'm
yeah.
also pretty good at my job, I think.
Oh yeah. I mean, plus you knew him from before, you know, before any of that, So
Yeah.
is one of those. Yeah. I still think it was funny when I think I was in between jobs, just waiting for getting my date when I was going to go to basic training, and your dad was like, hey Brian, are you in between jobs right now? I'm like, yeah, I'm still kind of searching. I'm just kind of dicking around because I'm still frustrated. I'm still here. I'm not, going anywhere yet. I wouldn't mind just knowing a date, sometime so I can look forward to it. He's like, oh, well, if you need a job, you know, I can hook you up. I'm like, oh, thanks, I appreciate it. And he starts walking away, and you're like, Dad, hello, son that needs a job.
Hmm.
I could use a job too. He's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, you too. I'm like, sorry, man.
I, I think he knew I didn't want the job
Oh,
that he has.
oh, I know. I just thought it was funny. You were like egging him on into it, like, yeah, son,
Yeah.
right here. Your firstborn son, right here. Your firstborn kid, right here. I think I'm the favorite.
Oh, oh man. Fucking neck.
Getting all kinked up.
Yeah. I'm like right next to the
Ah,
It's
yeah,
like
I
we
went.
plugged up and still have the headset go.
Hmm, I got checked out not too long ago at a chiropractor. Got some X-rays done,
Uh-huh.
and turns out my neck is all fucked up. Like left to right, it's not bad. Like it's dead center. But as far as like
Uh-huh.
there's a certain curvature to your spine and neck you're supposed to have.
Uh-huh.
Um, mine is bent the wrong way. It's going forward where it should be like curving back more.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you must have suffered some really bad neck trauma." I'm like, "Okay, weird. Does it? Can you tell when? Because I mean,
Yeah.
I've hit my head a lot.
Yeah.
you know, can you pinpoint it a little bit?" And he's like, "Nah, I can't tell. I can
Yeah.
just tell something happened to you." I'm like, "Oh, cool." He's like, "Yeah, for like, you know, $3,000, we could reverse it. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I got video games to buy.
Yeah.
I got groceries I need to get. Nah, it's just a neck.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, if
seriously, when
it's
I
not
read about
hurting
it
you, who
later.
cares?
Yeah, when I read about it later, I'm like, okay, it's not that serious.
Yeah.
He's like, oh man, oh, you need to jump on this right now. I'm like, yeah, only because you're gonna charge how much to do it.
I'm sure, like, in the future it'll give you problems, but
Oh yeah, I mean, I still
right
have
now,
time
who
to correct
cares?
it later on.
Yeah.
Right now we got other priorities that.
Oh, yeah. Like, right now,
So
who gives a shit?
yeah, I mean that like once you identify it, I can look online at tips on how to reverse it with in-home exercises and stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of it's stretching.
Yeah, stretching and they got these weird hats that you can wear with weights on them. They're supposed to help, subconsciously you're like kind of like stretching while wearing that hat because you're trying to rebalance yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I could do that. Yeah, on the cheap.
Yeah.
Bargain B-Rye. Come on down. Oh, nope, that's the wrong thing. Wood frame, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I still going back to the recipes thing. I still have like a bunch of my ideas for like certain things for that. So I think I'm gonna go through and just kind of like pick and choose some stuff. But I think first episode might just be jerky, just because I want to make
Yeah.
jerky.
Jerky's good.
Mm-hmm. If I make some, you want a bag?
Sure.
Cool. What's your poison? Do you like teriyaki or the peppered or?
I like it all.
Yeah. If it's
I don't
meat, it's
really
good.
get. Yeah. I don't really eat enough to be like, to be like, get, I prefer this. You
Yeah.
know?
It's all in the mood that you're into. Like some days it's teriyaki kind of day. Sometimes you do want some pepper.
Did I throw away my poncho?
Let's see. Tech says I love the minor red faction thumbnail. Thanks, dude. It took me. I think it took me an hour to try and decide what exactly I wanted to do for a thumbnail, and then it just kind of happened by mistake. So.
Animal hide? Yeah, we do.
Oh, you're making a poncho in game?
Yeah, because I think I threw mine away.
Oh, okay.
Because I took it off because I was getting hot, and now I'm just not seeing it for some reason.
Hmm.
There's no reason why I shouldn't be seeing it.
Yeah, it should be somewhere.
Yeah, but it's not.
If you organize your stuff, it'll be alphabetical order. I don't know if that helps.
Nah, it's just not in there for some reason.
Hmm. That's weird. Okay, I'm making a lip now on here instead.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, a wall and then a lip to stop the
Uh-huh.
spiders from coming in. Because they can climb the walls.
Spiders. Yeah.
But the lip will prevent them from getting any higher. I have to go get some more wood.
Yeah, so basically what I'm doing is like just doing do 2 rows of spikes, then have nothing, have like a blank space so you get in between, then another 2 rows of spikes, and just keep doing that for like a while.
Oh yeah.
That that keeps them out pretty good. I've noticed, at least in my role, that works real well.
Oop, dang it. Ah, there we go. Okay. I don't know, the more I think about it, the more I like staying at this base. We built so much up into it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, after day 21, we'll do some more exploring.
Oh yeah.
I vote just staying here just because
It's already built, it's already here.
yeah, it's already built. It's already, yeah, our stuff's here.
We live here.
If it was easier to move, then yeah, but it's not. So I got about 10 more minutes before I have to get off.
Alright. I'm getting hungry and thirsty. Oh, my bike's out there. That's where my food is. Nope. Get off that. Tech asks, why is the game called 7 Days? Does something bad happen on the 7th day, or is every 7 days? Do you know why, or why do you think it's called that? Yeah, basically it's 7 days to die because you have 7 days to prepare for the 7th night, basically. And every 7th night, so like, 7, 14, 21, 28, every 7th night that comes up, there's a huge zombie horde that comes at you, and they're going to tear apart your base, or at least try to. So you want to
Yeah,
try and gather as much resources, ammunition, build up your weapons, your traps, so you can decrease the chances that they're going to break in and fuck you up.
yeah. And after each 7 days, the zombies ramp up in difficulty
Oh yeah. Well, and number two.
in number two. Yeah,
Ah, you said number two.
yeah. And like they're not too bad right now, just because we have it set on to where they don't run. Yeah. The only reason why I got it set up like that is because if they were running, they would make it more dangerous, and we'd probably just hang out in base all night. And the way we do it now, we're actually doing stuff at night, so it's not super boring. You know this, what we're doing right now is boring, I admit, to
Yeah,
watch, but
but it's all in preparation of.
yeah. Yeah, after this night, then we'll go back to going out and
Adventuring.
exploring.
Um. Yeah. Oh, dang it! The slider keeps getting me.
Yeah, it's like think of it like every 7 days it resets, and it's kind of like New Game Plus, where the difficulty ratchets up and whatnot.
Yeah. It's a nice little feeling to like have the day sound come on when you just defeated like a huge horde of shit, and like they've gone through most of your spikes and like you know tore up part of your wall, and you're just like, oh, we made it. Oh, we're there. I do have to say we,
So it's
we
like,
are we are a bit braver with Romero zombies than we are with like modern interpretation of zombies.
sure,
Romero zombies are just easier to deal with.
yeah, I think that's to be expected though.
Yeah. I've always been a fan of more of Romero zombies.
Yeah,
So
but
something's
I mean,
like dead and
it
decaying
makes more
and
sense. Yeah, I mean, it's like sure, like first week, maybe they'll be running, but
yeah. I mean depending
after
on
that,
what it is too. If it's an actual zombie virus where you die and you come back, then okay, yeah, you would be a slow zombie. If it's like the rage virus from fucking what's that movie? Where the bodily
I know
fluid
what you're
that gets
talking
your eye
about.
and shit.
It has like a number in the title. Can't
Yeah,
remember right now.
something week or something like that, or 2 weeks.
Something.
Something like that. Fucking really good zombie movie, but it wasn't really a zombie movie because they were. It was the rage virus. It just made you stronger and faster, but like almost like rabies on crack. Like
Yeah. But like eventually, oh god, eventually though, your muscles would stop regenerating. They would break down.
oh yeah.
Even if you're eating, just what you're eating would make it shit.
Hmm. I know you're rapidly decaying as a zombie, so like
Yeah.
your teeth would
So it makes
decay
more
as
sense
well, and your bones would be
that
brittle, and
eventually they would just be walking.
rigor mortis and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think after this, I'm
Oh
gonna
fuck.
sketch that shirt out. Don't fuck my trees. That cracks me up.
I was gonna play Frozen Wilds last night, the DLC for Horizon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was I was all excited to do that, and then found out I didn't have it downloaded.
Ah, yeah. Was it last night or night before? Kyle and I played Resident Evil 5. No, it was night before last. We played Resident Evil 5. We're gonna try and platinum that game. it's gonna be, it's gonna take a while. But once we get to the professionalism difficulty, the highest difficulty, I think I'll stream that with him. Because by then we should have like infinite ammo, the Magnum, stuff like that unlocked. So
Uh,
it shouldn't be too bad. But, whew.
of all the games that are out, I can't believe that's what you're playing.
Well, he wanted to play it because he really loves Resident Evil 5. So I was like, all right.
I don't know.
The controls fuck me up in that game. It's so ass backwards with those controls. So like
Yeah.
he's got it on point. He's shooting everything he needs to shoot, like right on keys, getting perfect accuracy, and I'm like, just hand me a shotgun or a machine gun, and I'll just spray and pray. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll hit something. Maybe I won't. And those quick time events, there's some of them that are like, what? Really? What?
Man, I can't wait for Far Cry to come out.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
That's probably my most anticipated game.
I'm I'm surprised with myself. I'm actually more excited for Far Cry than I am for Red Dead Redemption. I thought it would be the other way around. Like I'd be more excited for Red Dead Redemption, but I'm not.
For me, I can answer why, and the reason why is because Far Cry we do co-op, which is awesome,
True.
and I would be more excited for Red Dead if it didn't tie into the last game.
Yeah, if it was its own thing, that'd be great. But unfortunately, it's
That
not.
kind of bugs me that it's like a prequel in
Yeah,
a way. It's like
I'd be more excited if it was Marsden's son. Again.
yeah, and again, I understand why they can't do it because at that point there's cars,
Yeah.
and at that point it just becomes GTA. But that's kind of the problem you've dealt yourself with. Western.
True.
Yeah, I would have preferred it just being like a completely different character.
Different story or
Yeah, something.
man, I would love to see more like cuz like it was more Texas, Mexico, Arizona type in Red Dead. Um I would love
Yeah,
to see
like
something more northern, like Montana, Wyoming, you know.
yeah, that's kind of what Far Cry's doing. It's in Montana,
Well, yeah.
also.
Also makes you think too if Red Dead Redemption 2 is gonna have um, the Horses of the Apocalypse and Bigfoot and fucking everything that was in the other stuff too, all the extra stuff, or
Yeah.
if it's gonna be something different. I don't know.
I think Far Cry comes out next month, as long as it doesn't get pushed back.
True.
It's coming out soon.
Tech says, in order to place a block, I have to bitch slap the air. Yeah, it kind of looks like you're bitch slapping to place
Pretty
blocks down.
much.
Backhand.
Well, it's like how you put a crutch on is you eat it.
Yeah,
Basically, what it looks like.
This tastes good on my foot.
Yeah. All right, I've run out of spikes and it's like 20 till, so I need to get going, get ready for work.
All right. I think I've pretty much finished my floor here. I just got another wall, but we can finish that next time.
Yeah.
So I think we can call the stream there.
Yeah. Sounds
So
good.
let's see. Let me go through everybody that showed up. So we had Aaron Slizik stop by first. So thanks for stopping by, buddy. Tech, Rev, both of you. Always good to see you. I'm still jazzed every time you guys show up. You guys are awesome. Rockstar 530 Gamer. Hey, thanks for seeing us and for following and subscribing and all that, man. I really appreciate that. Um, yeah. I was gonna say something after that. I don't remember what it was, but and then to anybody else that watched us that wasn't in the chat, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching a not very exciting episode, but we had some good banter in it. some stories here and there. So everybody, we'll see y'all next time.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.